the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everybody. And I'm going to kind of skip around. I'm going to go part C of my public affairs. It's going to be Reg is going to give us a little talk on public agriculture. So, Reg, sorry. You'll be roll call.
Commissioner Garvelia? Yes. Commissioner Story? Commissioner Harkins?
Yes.
Commissioner Messerschmidt? Mayor Condon?
Yes. Now, Reg, address the board if you'd like.
Thank you, Mayor. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for having me on your agenda, and the Mayor's always so kind about putting me first as we drive back to Quincy after this meeting. We wanted to report to you that we did sign a new agreement with Home Field. We bid with 4 utilities, the electric aggregation program of Benton, one of 33 communities we have together in this group. And very pleased to report to you that we achieved a rate of 4.584 cents per kilowatt hour, which is substantially below what we got 2.5 years ago, which was 6.285 cents. So we're almost at 30% below where we were then. The important thing, however, is how we stand against Ameren. The 6.285 cents, not good. We've been underwater, and all 630 communities in Illinois with programs are underwater. I could explain that, but I think I've talked about that before, so I won't. In any case, the rate we've just achieved is slightly below Ameren, and we expect Ameren's rate in June, when our rate becomes effective. We've got a 2-year contract. And so that you know, all terms and conditions are the same as the current contract. So the one thing that changed was the important thing, that's the rate. So we'll have a better rate than Ameren when we approach June. Ameren's rates change in June. We don't expect to see too much of an uptick, but we think there'll be a slight increase. So we'll look better. I might point out we got a 2-year contract this time instead of a 3. And I talked to the mayor about it, and I think the key thing is there's just more risk as we went out, as we saw in the current 3-year contract, and the result was we decided to go for 2. The 3-year contract's a little more expensive anyway, so. What will happen next is a couple of months before June, probably late April, early May, every citizen who is eligible for the program will get a packet that lets them know the rate has changed, the terms and conditions, how it compares to Ameren, and then they will have the choice. They have every right to opt out if they don't want to participate. Packets will not go to people who currently are on a program, for example, an alternative supplier like Liberty, Realgy, or another one that they might have selected. Because we don't want to take the chance that if they left their program early, they might face a termination charge. We don't want that to happen. Nor would we solicit people who are on Ameren's Power Smart program, which is a variable rate program, and it provides an incentive to reduce power during on-peak periods. So we will avoid contacting people who have other suppliers. So in any case, that's what happened. Thanks to the mayor a lot, we had the discussion and we went ahead and pulled the trigger. You may recall the initial ordinance we signed about 6 years ago now, gave the mayor the authority to sign the contract simply because we can't get the council together in time to answer the bid and meet the state's Open Meetings Act. We have to provide 48 hours notice. And when we get bids, the bidder allows us to have them for only 1 day, till the end of that business day. So anyway, our ordinance did provide for me to come to talk to you about it and answer any questions you might have. So with that, Mr. Mayor, I think if you're okay with it, I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Yeah. Is there any questions from the council here?
May I say, yours is the lowest rate in the state.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Mayor, thank you. And be very careful down home. Watch out for the deer.
I got a few of those. Thanks so much. We'll see you about that.
Bye.
Thank you, Reg.
We're going to wait for free at Walmart, don't we?
Okay, Commissioner Garvelia, you want to address the reading and approval of the minutes, please?
Yes, everyone has a copy of their minutes, and we've had an opportunity to look at them, so with there are not any additions or changes, I make a motion that we approve the minutes. of the November 12th meeting.
Second.
Commissioner Garvelia?
Yes.
Commissioner Story?
Yes.
Commissioner Perkins?
Yes.
Mayor Condon?
Yes. Good, thank you. Next is our public property report, Commissioner Perkins. And I'm going to be the first to congratulate him on fatherhood. We're very proud of you, and we've been with you through the trying times. Congratulations, we're very, very proud of you.
Well, I appreciate it. I really don't have anything tonight, but I do have a picture because I'm a proud papa, so, I've got a lot of pictures. You know, he told me I needed 60, I was like, well, I really must be super proud, so. Here's a little picture of Southern Gray Perkins, if anybody needs to see, so. But he, definitely keep him in your thoughts and prayers. He is up in St. Louis Children's at the NICU right now, still fighting the fight, but, he was 5, oh gosh, he's gonna kill me. He was like 5'2". Well, they do everything in milliliters.
Well, he was tall, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's like, but he was 5 ounces, or 5 pounds, 2 ounces, you got me all close to yourself. And he was 18 inches long, which he was tall, but he was 7 weeks early, and he, still has to, lucky number 7 again. But he's still fighting a good fight. We don't know when he's gonna be home, but he has your hands up there, and I'm just blessed to, have everybody's thoughts and prayers, so. But as soon as he's back, I might have him on my side, so.
Don't take him into Journey Place.
Are you saying people are German up there? I think you guys are all lovely. So, but anyway, that's all I have, so, thank you guys.
Ian, if you could on that B, so that we could address that at a
Oh.
future time, if you would do a motion to table.
Yes, and I would like to table the Lake Lot transfer for, do I have to mention the whole thing, or?
Just, no, just B, just table B.
Just table, I'd like to make a motion to table our Lake Lot transfer until the next meeting.
Thank you very much, Ian.
We need a second.
Second.
Commissioner Garvelia? I got a word for three.
Yes.
Commissioner Perkins?
Yes.
Mayor Condon?
Yes. Okay, on streets and improvements, Commissioner Memphis missed not here tonight, so does he have a?
Ian told me this morning he didn't have.
He didn't have it, okay.
He didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay, public health and safety report, Commissioner Story.
I don't have anything.
You guys have been busy, I saw that,
Yeah, we've had
In the
some
paper.
accidents,
yeah.
and trying to get the lights up and going on the square. They're working tonight, they're gonna work tomorrow night, weather permitting.
Yeah. That's something that the whole city appreciates, Don. So, and it's a volunteer effort.
Yeah, these guys that's coming in is not getting paid, they're volunteering.
Yeah. Repeat that real big, it's volunteer, that's just wonderful. I
I just want to
appreciate
thank you for just that they get a good attitude and they work hard and thank you. It's a big deal. Okay, council and finance report, Commissioner Garvelia.
Okay, there's no purchase order or bills at this meeting that need to be approved. The next thing would be the payroll, and as the date fell this month, we have 2 payrolls to be approved in this meeting. The first one is for the payroll date of November the 15th, and you'll have copies of this in your packet. And the general fund is $64,406.65. The water and sewer, $27,107.74. The airport, $1,100. And the auxiliary police, $2,320.75, which makes the total for the payroll $94,935.14. So I make a motion that we approve that amount for the November payroll date.
Second.
Commissioner Garvelia?
Yes.
Commissioner Story?
Yes.
Commissioner Perkins?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, the next payroll date is November the 29th, and for the general fund, it's $65,697.89, and for the water and sewer, $27,580.07, for a total of $93,277.96. And I make a motion that we approve the amount for the November 29th payroll date.
One second.
Commissioner Garvelia?
Yes.
Commissioner Story?
Yes.
Commissioner Perkins?
Yes.
Mayor Condon?
Yes.
And I have two water and sewer adjustments. One is for Richard Condit at 525
Who's that guy?
Perkins Street. He had a water heater leak, and his remedy was to replace the outlet pipes on the water heater, and he also had it was plugged up in the basement, and he cleaned that out. And the next one is for Troy Knight, 806 North McLeansboro Street, and his shut-off valve outside was broken, and so he replaced that, put it inside the house. Make a motion that we approve both of these sewer adjustments as they do meet the criteria.
I think everybody but Richard.
Now, on the Troy 9, I'm not trying, it said it shut off the valve inside the house, though, when it was an outside water line?
Yes, I think he's put, it says on here that he, the shut-off valve inside the house. The remedy is to repair the shut-off valve inside the house. He must have some kind of shut-off valve inside the house. The broken part was outside, it was an outside water line.
So Story, you were second. Commissioner Garvelia?
Yes.
Commissioner Story?
Yes.
Commissioner Perkins?
Yes.
Mayor Condon?
Yes.
Okay, the mayor and I both received letters from the police and pension and fire pension boards regarding the tax levy for 2021. You should have a copy of those in your packet. And both funds have made their request based on the actuarially report prepared by Thetford Consulting. It's a firm that we use for the fiscal year of 18-19. And we've taken their request into consideration in preparing the tax levy. And so I just wanted you to be aware of these two letters and the suggestions that they made and the amounts that they made. Okay? So with that being said, we'll move on to the tax levy ordinance. And everyone should have a copy of the tax levy ordinance in your packet. 16?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And you've had an opportunity to look this over. It's the total amount of the tax levy. You will find on page 5, and it's $134,000, and this is typical of what the tax levy usually is for the year. The amount of increase and such is typical for what it is each year. So each time we do the tax levy, so I make a motion that this tax levy ordinance be approved.
Just make note that it's $1 million per million.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all. So just look a minute and show that.
Oh, I sure did. Okay, thank you.
Second.
Commissioner Garvelia?
Yes.
Commissioner Story?
Yes.
Commissioner Perkins?
Yes.
Mayor Condon?
Yes.
Okay. And it's that time of the year for insurance renewal. So we received our renewal rate for 2020 from Blue Cross Blue Shield. And last year, we had just a bit of a decrease in the monthly rates. This year, we're going to experience an increase in the monthly rates. The renewal rate for 2020 is increasing by $61.93 per person per month. The renewal date is January 1. Open enrollment is from December 1 through December 31. This rate increase represents 8.1% increase, which is good. It's not out of the ordinary. It's good considering that medical inflation is 6.12%. And as I said, we did have a slight decrease in the monthly rates last year. So the amount, you can see the amount that we're currently paying monthly is $29,621.28, and the total amount, the renewal amount will be $32,036.55. So I'd make a motion that we approve the Blue Cross Blue Shield insurance renewal.
Any questions? Or discussion?
Commissioner Garvelia? Yes. Commissioner Story?
Yes.
Commissioner Perkins?
Yes, same.
Mayor Condon?
Yes.
And that's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you, Commissioner.
The audit, Kathy. Oh, I'm sorry. Audit, yes. We do have our audit. Just blew right past that, and I have extra audit books. We have completed the audit, as we said before in the prior meeting, and so everyone should have a copy of their audit, and so now we need to approve the audit. And so I'd like to make a motion that we accept the fiscal year audit of 18-19, along with all the findings and recommendations, which those are found on page 73 and 74 in the book. I'd like to make a motion that we approve the audit for fiscal year 18-19. Commissioner Garvelia? Yes. Commissioner Story? Commissioner Perkins?
Yes.
Mayor Condon?
Yes.
And we do have extra books if anybody would like one.
In the public affairs, any updates, by chance, you have any updates, Rachel?
You are preparing for Christmas?
We got- The square's gonna be more beautiful than ever, and we really have had a lot of people that have contributed, donors, so, very good. Thank you.
The boys at the water pipe working on water pipe.
Water on the tree.
They put the pipe in for the Christmas tree.
At first, I thought it was a sewer problem.
Well, I thought, and I said, what in the world are you doing? Putting a sewer line that's they're gonna tear down.
You'll know the Friday after the delivery, we're all enrolling lines and entangling lights, so I am still acting commissioner.
Well, no, I didn't know, I was gonna ask you, you're putting stuff on the courthouse lawn that they're gonna tear
I
down?
know, that's right, they tripped
That's
me.
all part of the show.
Okay, thank you.
Go out with a bang.
That's right.
I want to, just real quick, I know we're on a time pressure, but I really want to appreciate Rachel on the Fall Fest, last year's Christmas, and I know we're coming up on this year's Christmas. Maybe I'm a little bit getting emotional because I just had a new, but it's so exciting time of it, and knowing that now that I don't get to go like a big kid, now I actually have a little one that I'm going to start bringing to the event, and I'm just humbled that we have things like that. So thank you, Rachel. I can't wait to take little Southern Great to all these things and stuff, but I don't know. I don't know. I'll shut up. But I think it's great. You're all parents, you know what I'm talking about.
I think in essence, you're going through a lifestyle change, so it's good.
Maybe you'll grow up.
I wouldn't go that far. But, we'll have Attorney Malkovich address PRP.
Mayor, under Part B, there's discussion and or approval of adding hours for the operation of the present alcohol liquor license holders. Traditionally, this time of year, you have a New Year's Eve, a Christmas Eve, and you have a Thanksgiving Eve, a Christmas Eve, and a New Year's Eve, where the license holders have requested, and again, they haven't done the same thing this year, to be open for an additional 2 hours. So we would need a motion, if the board so desires to continue as we have in the past, to allow the license holders such as the taverns and the packaged liquor stores and the resorts and the winery. So those places will be open for 2 additional hours on Thanksgiving Eve, Christmas Eve, and New Year's Eve.
Make the motion adding hours of operation for alcohol and liquor license holders.
I second. Commissioner Garvelia? Yes. Commissioner Story?
Yes.
Commissioner Perkins?
Yes.
Mayor Condon?
Yes. Part B, discussion and approval of fencing in City Hall. We finally have our generator installed at City Hall, and it's been an adventure, but it's operable now, and it needs to be fenced in just because of security and safety. We all know what happens when things of that nature is put out in the public. You have to protect what you own, so the fencing will protect our asset. The City Hall, if there's a catastrophe, is one of the places that will be used for the crisis center, and the generator will keep the City Hall running.
I make a motion that for approval of fencing at the City Hall around the generator in the amount of $1,855. Commissioner Garvelia? Commissioner Story?
Yes.
Commissioner Perkins?
Yes. Hey, Tom, did you have anything?
Just that alcohol.
Okay, you got enough. Okay. Miscellaneous business? Any old business? Any new business? Matters for the public audience. Tom?
The police and fire tax levy, how's that going to be reflected with the new consolidation laws? Will that end up lowering it in the future, increasing it? Will we be keeping our own police and fire pension board, or have they got a new law concerning it where there's another type of oversight?
No, I was going to say, let's turn it over to Brooke. She's on tonight.
Currently, we're keeping our same boards, they're not dissolving our boards.
Okay.
The only thing we will not take care of, I'm secretary for both boards, the only thing that we will not take care of is our money. The state will take our money, and they will send us, from what I understand, 6 months at a time to divvy out for pensions and all of that. There's a lot of unknowns still with it that the board has not covered yet, and I expect at our next pension board meeting that we will
Yeah, I wasn't
get really
sure
in-depth
what the
with it.
board's duties would be in the future.
We will have all the same duties, other than we will not be investing our own money. The state will take over the money.
Okay. And the health insurance, did we get quotes or bids on that or anything this year?
We didn't, it's a very timely thing to do to get this on that, and so we have the Blue Cross Blue Shield is standing rate as far as whoever our provider is. We got the rate directly from Blue Cross Blue Shield, and we didn't seek any different rates this year because we've been quite satisfied with the rates. They have been oftentimes lower than any other rates anywhere else, so we didn't seek any other bids.
Well, I kind of like to always see bids to see what the coverage is compared to the price, but I take it that was no. Okay.
STD Ray actually handled all of that, and they brought this to us. They looked at all the different rates, and they brought us this rate this year.
I have a question related to that too. Do our employees do payroll deduction on that? Or is it city paid? Is that a benefit?
The city pays.
City pays? Okay. And I have another question on the levy. You mentioned it was a typical increase, but what was the actual increase?
5%.
So you did not have to have a truth and taxation hearing?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
I think our
I'm going to correct something the newspaper reporter said there, just for clarification. What was the increase of the tax levy? It's actually 4.99% on paper there. But realistically, you look at the cost of living or inflation as determined by the Illinois Department of Revenue. The P-TEL here, it's 5% for the rate of inflation, whichever is less. Department of Revenue this year is 1.9%. That 5%, could be $5,000 on $100,000. It's going to be $1,900 on $100,000.
Yeah, in reality.
But you always want to, when you're levying there, you can't go up more than 5% without a truth and taxation hearing.
Right.
So you always try to do about 4.something, 99, whatever percent below 5, but in reality, it hasn't been 5% for years, many years. But that helps everybody. I think you're getting $5,000 more times 10. Heck, that's 50. It's not gonna work out that way. It's gonna work out to 19,000, and that's it. It is what it is.
Thank you, David.
Commissioner Gervail?
Yeah.
Commissioner Hughes? Commissioner Perkins?
Yes.
Mayor Condon?
Yes.